Hey there, friends. I hope that you are having a sweet Monday. Let me explain to you the background noises that you're going to hear today. It's thundering outside, and intermittently we have like these incredible downpours. So you might hear some rain. Chris is rehearsing for a show, so you might hear some Greg Allman or some Molly Hatchet or something like that. So enjoy the music, enjoy the pitter-patter of rain, and I've got a couple of new journals to show you guys today. These are fabrics that we've had before, but I thought it's always fun to do a revisit. I love fabrics, especially like this, because there's so much going on in this fabric pattern that you can use it a lot of different ways. Both of these are tied with sari ribbon, and my bow tying skills are really poor, you guys. I know that y'all can tie these and make them look a whole lot better. I did my very best on these to tie them to where they had like at least a semblance of a bow. I'm just not good at it, y'all. My boys never required bows in their hair, so there we go. I have really just enjoyed this little batch of journals. This is the first batch of journals that I've done in the month of August. So these are brand new August journals. I think, we did a few last week, right? Last week was kind of just this weird week. I think that I was kind of coming off that, the birthday thing and having my kids here and seeing so many people and trying to say thank you to everybody. I still need to write my thank you notes because my mama raised her a good Southern girl, and we always write thank you notes, and I need to get that done this week and mailed off. But I kind of, I didn't lose my groove. That's not it. It was just that my groove was somewhere else, y'all. My groove was somewhere else. So I really enjoyed this batch of journals, and I started on 4 yesterday, and I got 2 finished. So we'll take a look at the ones I got finished, and then tomorrow I've got 2 more that I need to get done. Again, this sari ribbon, you guys, it's just so darn pretty, and man, oh man, I mean, I have really hoarded this for so long, but I just think it's exquisite. I think it adds a lot to a journal to have it tie. I just really do like that. It lends a bit of elegance to it, I think. This journal is finished off with handmade paper beads, etched beads, Czechoslovakian glass beads, as well as some crystal beads, and it's got like one little black plastic bead right there, and some handmade paper beads as well. I love these rolled beads. These are like a Pandora style bead. They're fun to make. They're a bit complicated, but once you get the hang of it, they're a lot of fun. We have a peacock feather fabric that has little hearts in the peacock eye right there, which I thought was just super fun and cool. I dig this paper, you guys. It's very sparkly. It's kind of has an Indian theme going along with it, and I know that peacocks are mythological creatures, as well as I believe that a peacock is the national bird of India. So I thought having some Indian themed papers would be really nice in here. We start you off with a fabric square that has a peacock on it, a little bookmark right here, and a mini book for you guys to take notes in. I love this stamp. I think she's very effective. A bit of vintage book papers, text pages for you guys. This is a blue envelope pocket. It has a bookmark right here, a napkin for you guys to play with. I love to take these images and decoupage them on something. Chris has a really bad habit and it's called Frappuccinos from Wherever He Is. So I told him last week, I said, we're going to have to offset the cost of this Frappuccino thing. So you need to just save your bottles, and I'll make something and put it in my Etsy store, and maybe we can fund your habit that you got going on with the Frappuccino bottles. So my mission is to make some gypsy bottles out of his Frappuccino bottles. I thought about a GoFundMe for that, but nah, it's okay. He really has a bad habit. You should see the bottles I got downstairs. Oh my gosh. A packet full of fun for you. A sticky note that says approve. I am really digging using these neutral cardstocks that I have and stamping them with images. I think you could color that and just make it super pretty. Chipboard pieces for you, lots of fun paper to play with. 1953 vintage recipes. The illustrations are just remarkable. I love them. They really kind of, it's the kind of thing that really takes you back. This is an October 1984 Gourmet Garden magazine. It's talking about storage, above ground storage, buried salvage. It's very interesting. I'm going to my first sustainability show. I don't know if it's called sustainability, and it's sort of like prepping, but not quite like prepping. To me, prepping can kind of go overboard, but this is kind of just a way, and Chris and I have been talking about it, to make sure that we have what we need, in case of a power failure or in case of a natural disaster or something like that. We've had here in Virginia, Lynchburg flooded. Now, Lynchburg's just not typically a place you would think of to flood, and it's super scary to see that on the TV. Now, Lynchburg is west of here, but still, you start thinking about things like that, and am I prepared? So this weekend we are going to a show that will feature foods and things like that, and I think it will be really cool to learn about that sort of thing. Me being a fan of The Walking Dead for so many years, I have not watched it since last year, but it just kind of makes you think about sustainability and would you be prepared and that kind of thing. My dogs are always in my kitchen when I'm making recipes, so I just thought that little puppy right there just kind of fit right in with this signature. They have definite food preferences. They love, of course, roast chicken. They love, you guys, deviled eggs. I can make deviled egg spreads. So, I boil my eggs and I start chopping them, and they both come in the kitchen and they sit until I am finished making deviled egg spread, and then they both know that they're going to get a nice little helping of it in their little bowls. It's so sweet. They just really do love that. I've got some number stickers for you guys to play with. One of the little Disney princess cards. These are Peacock papers. I thought they were really pretty. It's part of the origami stack that I got when Chris took me out birthday shopping, when we went to the thrift stores. This is a paper bag, and it's got all kinds of fun stuff inside the bag for you guys to play with. Lots of pretty papers on the outside, so you can use that inside the bag stuff to make ATCs or oversized ATCs or postcards or whatever you guys want to do. This is one of the magazine images that I've been distressing. I'm having a really fun time with that, you guys. A chipboard piece right here. Again, I'm using a lot of stamped images. I think those are fun for you guys because you can pull them out, you can color them, and then you can just create your own thing with them. I like putting handwriting in here. This says kind and loving. Another one of the distressed magazine images. This is a, look at those stickers. They're just incredible. I love them because they're so vivid. The colors are just beautiful. Another envelope of things for you guys to play with right here. And a tag that says "Be Free." Stamped imagery there. This is a 1993 postcard from Lillehammer. And a piece of packaging for you guys to play with. I also really do like using words. I'm just really into cutting things from magazines these days. And I think that it's very interesting. This is from a magazine. This is from a magazine. You know, we all tend to have magazines, and I think they are quite beautiful, most of them, but, you know, I think that we should use them more than we do. We should make them into other things. This is a get well prayer. It is from the collection of Miss Geneva, who was in the hospital. It's signed Jeanette and Dawn. We think that this dates from the 1940s. I also was careful to preserve this little photo mounting sticker right here. Apparently, either Miss Geneva, when she was recovered, or someone in her family took all of her cards, and she had a ton of get well cards. She was a well-loved individual, and they mounted them in a book. And the person who, you know, whoever came into possession of this book took all of the cards out, but some of them have retained these little corner squares, and I think that says a lot, doesn't it? It says, this was a time in my life, and I want to remember it. I want to remember my family and my friends. Or, you know, Miss Geneva passed away, and maybe her family wanted to remember all the people who had shown kindness to her. Another chipboard piece. This is some nice yellowed paper that I found at the thrift store this week, and I just thought it was super cool. I removed the coil from the notebook, and we're just going to use the paper as is with the holes in it. I like it like that. A vintage greeting card right here for you. So lots of things for you guys to play with. She's a big honkin' mama. She's big and thick and good. All right. I am going to... Oh, just not good at it, y'all. It looks a little better that way. I'm so sorry. I'm not good at tying a bow. I love this fabric. I just think it's super neat. I like it because it kind of is vintagey. I saw the movie The Phantom Thread. If you are into fashion or vintage fashion, man, watch that movie, Phantom Thread. I did not see all of it, but I did. I was watching it when we were coming back from Italy, and we landed before the movie was over. Oh my goodness, you guys, it is visually stunning. It's quite elegant. It's kind of dark in a way, but it's weird and dark, okay, but I like weird and dark things. I think it was just a great movie, y'all. This book is finished off with some etched beads, and it has glass beads and Czechoslovakian beads, you know, just basically our traditional kind of bead strand. I love these reflective pieces. I think they're so pretty. Alright, let's take a look inside. I tried to center this so these two dresses appeared on the front. Aren't they just super cool? I also love this image of scissors, these old images of sewing machines, just super cool. Lots of fun working with this fabric. Your pocket has some stickers in it, some pretty pink papers, and a mini book for you guys. This is a hat box. It has French writing on it. Some magazine pages that I just thought were super stunning, very pretty. We went to Walmart because we needed to pick Chris up some shoes. He goes through shoes a lot because he's an auto mechanic, and oh gosh, I mean, you just can't spend a whole lot on a pair of shoes because they're going to get oil and grease and transmission fluid and stuff like that on them. So we found that going to Walmart really does work to get his shoes. But anyway, we checked out in the garden center, and there was this beautiful catalog there, and I asked the lady, I said, are these catalogs free? And she said, yes, they are. So it was very nice to get a sweet little catalog, and that's where some of these images came from, that garden catalog, and I just thought it was so pretty. This is another distressed magazine photo. I love her dress. I thought that went really well with the theme of the book. This is from Cocoa and Olive. Style has a place in the sun. Isn't that neat? J. Peterman catalog. This is how to get a really good fit. I love that. More of the, I think this is more of the Cocoa and Olive. Yeah, Olive and Cocoa right here. A brown paper bag that's just full of stuff for you to play with. And I love this too. I think I want succulents. Last time I was at Mom and Dad's, I got a strawberry pot. And when I was kind of looking at ideas about how to use the strawberry pot, succulents are like a big deal in strawberry pots. So I sure want to try and do that. I figure it's kind of the end of the season, so maybe I can pick some up at a good price. More chipboard pieces for you guys to play with. My mom sent me this for my birthday, and it was a little pad of beautiful paper. So I wanted to share with you guys. I just think the butterfly is just very, very sweet. I'm still using my crocodile, still using my corner rounder. I hope that you guys like this. Our steampunk lady, I love her. Number stickers for you to play with, some fabric, another envelope full of goodies right here, and a card for you to alter, napkins to play with, a vintage get well card. Hi Geneva, think of you often, sorry but I can't seem to get in to see you. Hope you are improving and gaining strength each and every day. Best regards, Dorothy Edgerly. Isn't that sweet? Geneva must just be she was a very well-loved person, you guys. This is another vintage postcard, this time from Boston. This went to a hospital staff in Connecticut. I love that because I can just kind of see, and it's 1993 or 1994, you know, way before we were kind of using the internet to keep in touch, way before Facebook and things like that. It's a very sweet image to think of these people traveling and then, you know, sending postcards back to work. I just love it. I can imagine them all on a bulletin board and people reading them. Vintage recipes for you guys, again, with these exceptional illustrations. This is also from Cocoa and Olive. You know, we look at this and we think, gee whiz, how food has changed. You know, it went from being a very perfunctory kind of thing to being an art form, literally an art form. I'm always amazed at food. You know, when you watch, I don't watch the Food Network anymore, but I watch, I watch Lydia Cooks, and there's a Mexican cooking show that I really do like. I like to watch Martha Stewart and things like that. So cooking has been elevated to an art form. This is another one of the distressed magazine photos and a vintage Christmas card right here for you guys to play with as well. So there we go, you guys. Just another little book for you to make your own, and that's really what happens here. You have these flow journals that flow from my life as food packaging boxes into your lives. And remember, flow journals are your creation. This is just a start. I got the sweetest email from someone last week that said, hey, I just wanted you to know that I have emptied my flow journal and I am restocking it. And I was like, that just makes me happy. That's all there is to it. It just makes me happy to know that you guys love the books as much as, and use the books as much as I love making them for you. I'll have these 2 books in the shop a little later on today. It is Monday, August the 6th. It is my sister's birthday. Happy birthday to my sister. And it is also National Sisters Day. So we have biological sisters, but we also have soul sisters. So this is a shout out to Keely, my biological sister. I love you. And to all my soul sisters out there, I feel very blessed to know each and every one of you. You guys have an excellent day, and I will talk to you soon. Thank you. Bye.